Hey, welcome back, guys. And today I want to talk about some BTO or HDB kind of like renovation prep work, right? So you're going to buy stuff. So again, after the roadshow, right, I know that my BTO project, the key collection date, is going to start at the end of December. But guess what? I have no further updates on that, right? Because I have not heard from HDB since then, right? Since the roadshow itself. So this is the time when, no news is not good news anymore, right? And everyone is like really looking forward to their key collection. But you know what? HDB just can't tell us exactly when, right? They only say, key collection will start at the end of December, but with so many homeowners going to collect keys, right? How do we know exactly when is our turn to collect the keys? So it can be like January, it can be like February, or even like March. So it's kind of like very challenging to plan for like renovation schedule or the engaging the defect checkers and stuff like that, because they do have a schedule to follow as well. Because there's no exact date, we just cannot nail down those dates. So I just hope that we can book our appointment first, right, ASAP, because then it helps with the overall planning. So if it's like in March, then so be it, right? But at least we know it's March, then we don't have to really anticipate or really do a lot of things during January or February. So that's a lot easier for everybody. But you know what? Never mind. Today, let me share with you what has happened with my future neighbors. So I have known that some homeowners, they are super excited about their new units, right? And then on the Telegram group chat, you can see tons of like group buys to buy stuff and things like that, right? Which is good, right? We can start to source for all this kind of thing. But there are also like some homeowners even already started shopping and putting down the deposits for electrical appliances, like 6-7 months ago. Like they start off in like May or even June or even April, right? So I think that is a very risky move, and some of them really get into trouble. So what I have found is that people in the group chats say that they have made deposits on many of their home appliances, like the fridge, the hood, the hob, the oven, the washing machines, are very early in advance, right? Many months, which is like half a year ago. Right? They did so mainly because really to avoid the upcoming GST hike. Right? So understandable. But it is a very risky move, right? Because there are just too many uncertainties and you can run into a lot of issues, right? So today I want to go through some of these problems that the other homeowners have faced, right? So first, some of them really run into what we call warehousing issues, right? So because they have made payments early, right, and they have bought all those appliances, right? And then, the dealer told them that, hey, you know what, you can pay first, you can buy first, they can keep stock for a period of 6 months. So no worries, right? We have warehouse space for you. But HDB, right, sometime in like June or July, stunned everyone by delaying the project by 6 months, right? And now the dealer say, hey, sorry, I just cannot extend the warehouse space for you guys, right? For all your purchase items, and they have to start charging the warehousing fees for those items. So in the end, while they managed to like really siam the GST, but they ended up paying more for like all the storage fees and stuff like that. So think about it, right? Very bohua, right? It's really very bohua just to secure your home appliances way too advanced, right? Like it's 3-6 months earlier, and because of all these uncertain events happen, right? Then you say kena all these issues. So I think the better way is to secure your key collection date first, right? And then it is easier to like plan or anticipate that way, right? You want to save money on the GST hike, yes, I understand, but you ended up paying a lot more, right? So this is the first problem. The second problem is that many of them who actually went to the not so mainstream appliances dealers, right? So I don't want to mention anyone here, I don't want to mention who, but those smaller appliances shops and dealers, right? The homeowners went there, right? And thinking that the smaller shops got more room to like wriggle the prices, right? You can haggle a little bit, right? And can get better deals. So yes, right, this is true. Many of them actually got better deals, and from there they made deposits. But you know what? Now 6 or 7 months later, right, those dealers call back and say, you know what, the models that you have ordered have been obsoleted by the manufacturer, by the brand, right? Meaning that the brand has stopped really selling this model. And for the newer model, right, then you have to top up the difference. So what? So that actually means that the deal is gone, right? Newer models don't exactly have such a higher discount than the older models, right? And some other places might have even better deals, right? But because they are locked in, because they have paid, they got no choice, and they have to get from them, right, with all these top-ups. So again, then what's the point of really shopping early and getting the good deals, right? It felt like it's a business trap, you know, it's like a sales trap to lock you in upfront, right? And the smaller shops, they don't have many brands. So if you want to like change your model, you want to change the brand, right? But you are stuck with the very small collection of like brands that they have. So end up, right, you cannot get what you want, plus you need to pay more than what you actually wanted to pay. So don't shop too early, right? I think that's the wise advice. So this is why, you know, those big mega stores and mainstream appliance dealers, right, they don't allow you to hold stocks. They don't allow you to buy stocks and keep for them for long periods of time. Right? That's a good reason behind it, right? So personally, I'm not those who always go for the discount item. I don't chase the sales and things like that. You know, sometimes I believe paying a little bit more for like certainty and stability is going to be the most cost efficient in the long run. So I really don't mind paying more to avoid the problems later. But you know what? That's me and that's my preferences. Nothing wrong if you really want to buy with discount and things like that. So another thing with appliances, right, is that like what I mentioned, the models, the kind of like, you know, the models that you want to get, like TVs and stuff like that, they refresh very quickly. So the things that you order early, right, will be already out of date, right? Probably there are new and similar models with better functionality and probably around the same price that you have paid for the older models. So no point buying so early, right? And also beware of the so-called like price matching thing, right? This is what the smaller shops likes to do, right? Some even claim that you can price match against their own online store, right? Which is like ridiculous, right? Shouldn't the same store have the same price, right? They are all the same, right? But what we know is that the salespeople, they say that the store prices are sometimes marked up as commissions for the staff. So I can never accept such practice, right? It just don't make sense to me, right? It's really like very funny and very stupid, right? And you know, price matching comes with a lot of like fine print, a lot of conditions and stuff like that. You have to take screenshot lah, you have to give them the proof lah, you have to get the actual quotation lah. So I can't be bothered, right? I rather, you know, go to the most reliable one, right? Pay slightly higher kind of like prices and get what I exactly want. Again, I think this is me, right? So be careful with all these price matching kind of like sales gimmick and things like that. So do your due diligence, go and check properly, right? So be really very careful chasing good deals. So if it's too good to be true, well, it's going to be too good to be true. So based on your budget, right, and the risk consideration, you need to weigh and consider all these factors properly. And I think you should also, you know, spend some time, definitely do some research, right? Before you actually buy those items, right? You should have a list of desired appliances that you want, right? So that you can actually do like, you know, budget planning, right? You can do all your research, compare the different models and stuff like that, but don't pull the trigger yet. So I personally had my list and I also read a lot more as I research more, right? The list just keep changing. So there's really no need to really take action so fast. Right? So there will be always deals out there in the future and you don't have to be like FOMO about it and you know you have to get in on this deal. Right? So yeah, so that's my experience and my neighbor's experience so far. Alright, so if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions about renovation, what's happening in the chat group and things like that, you can always comment below. I'm happy to share. If you have not subscribed, make sure you click on the subscribe button below so that you won't miss my key collection, which is upcoming. My renovation is going to follow up very, very soon once I have received my keys. And until next time, I will see you soon again.